Would you tell us some of the, staying with the topic of the sense of sight, tell us some of the more interesting things about the sense of sight and the metaverse?
Well, in general, I do like to think that I look at the metaverse through the lens. It's sort of my bad joke, but it's like the lens of augmented reality and virtual reality, because that's sort of where my background is. And then I say, how would somebody experience, whether it be a consumer or enterprise employee, customer, whatever, how are they going to experience this future of technology? And most of it is through the sense of sight. I mean, there's a lot of, I actually like talking about all the senses in my classes and trying to sort of understand them, but the primary one is sight. It's sort of what are you seeing, and either what you're seeing is completely virtual, which is what a lot of people, when they think of the metaverse, they might think of like, oh well, it's virtual reality, and it's not just that. But that is sort of that virtual world. Many people also think of it as only maybe the virtual world of gaming, which is again sort of sight, even though it's not just that, it's not just only that, or augmented reality, of which we've only sort of begun to see the potential of, at least on a consumer standpoint, with filters and sort of experiencing those, whether it be, you could be sort of your Zoom filter or a Snapchat filter, but on the enterprise side, starting to see a little bit more of an understanding of what it means if you go out into the world and everything that you see can be identified with information in every one that you see, that you can learn more information about them. It brings up a lot of potential exciting things, and it also brings up a lot of potential scary things, which we address both in the book. But the way that we see the world in general will change, and that, I think that's why I normally when I write things or I talk about things, I try to do it in a sort of non-technical way, because I do think that this is going to impact everyone in different kinds of ways, but you have to sort of understand it in order to make decisions about it. You can't sort of assume the people that are the ones that are coding it, although I love them, I love my developers and coders and creators, but you can't assume that that's going to be the only group of people out there that will that this will influence or impact. That the way that everybody interacts in the world is going to shift, and you need to understand it in order to get ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a book for all different learners, regardless of how much they may know about the metaverse. There's something in the book that even the greatest expert will probably look at and say, wow, I didn't know that. I'm glad I
I
could add that to my
tried.
toolkit.
I tried. I mean, the one thing that I found over and over is that a lot of people could be an expert in a particular area or a particular thing. And one of the things that I like to do is be that, I guess you call the Jane of all trades, like the jack of all trades of okay, well, you can understand a particular industry application, but you probably don't have, in one chapter, which for me was chapter 8, over 20 different industry applications of it. And over 60 experts in those particular areas to talk about it. It was just sort of like in one place. So it is as easy a read as you can have for that much information. And that was sort of our goal.